I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Fuck was that? What is this video? Oh, I thought someone was pissing on it. Manatee caught drinking water. What to say, bro? The internet's fucked. It's fucked. Nah, Mercy, I didn't, but believe what you want. That's a real political stance you're taking, Mercy. I'm not into politics, so I'll pass. Absolutely not. All right, guys. So today we're gonna talk about. We talked about it before, but I don't know if you guys realize like Shane Dawson has been like back on the internet. Like he's just was out as a pedophile, out as a zoophile, outed for like scams and all this other bullshit. And he's just like, all right, time to come back.
On the 8th of October 2021, Shane Dawson returned to YouTube after a 16-month hiatus, which had been taken after he'd found himself.
He was he wasn't like a straight up like pedophile. Like there was no proof of touching kids. But he did some less than savory things he's a pedophile. There's a recording of him looking up there's a recording of him saying where he looked up naked babies once. What up, Monet? Trigger warning Shane Dawson. Yeah, guys, trigger warning Shane Dawson.
In one of the biggest controversies in YouTube history. Toward the end of his break,
having
been gone for over a year, fans were almost begging for his return, possibly giving Shane the idea that if he were to come back with a new video,
why does he always look so greasy?
Could be similar to that from before he disappeared.
But for what reason?
Browse over his channel shows that this certainly hasn't been the case.
Greasy
his average of between 20 and 40 million views per video prior to his break has declined by approximately 90% to an average of around.
That's still 4 million views. Like after you fucking like that's still fucked. Begging for his return. Well, I don't know if you saw my EDP video. He was actually caught like in a pedophile sting, and his fans were begging for him to return, and even saying that like, oh, we should forgive him, like move on, like he's learned from it, from being like a legit pedophile. Like people believe like you can like recover from these sorts of things, and like to an extent, I guess you can, but like in prison, if you know what I mean, like you can recover and spend your days in jail.
Around 4 million per video.
Showered in months? Yeah, he's like a millionaire too.
The first 9 minutes
no excuse
of
to be all
video in order to explain the exact reason behind why his return was so unsuccessful. Yet, in order for that short explanation to carry any meaning, we need to understand the position that Shane was in prior to his 16-month hiatus.
Thank you,
because as I'm
Ballerina.
sure many of you are aware, things were going pretty damn well for him. Shane had racked up over 23 million subscribers, placing him in the 99.99th percentile for sub count.
So I just received the diamond play button.
He kind of sounds like Tish.
I never thought I would get anything like this.
While in terms of viewership, he'd receive anywhere from 30 to 200 million views per month, depending on whether or not he uploaded. Shane's status as a top-tier YouTuber created opportunities to connect with other well-known influencers such as Tana Mojo, Jake Paul, Jeffree Star, and James Charles.
Never liked
his relationship
either.
with each appearing strong, and in addition to being one of the most popular.
Do you guys remember when Shane Dawson did the Jake Paul docuseries? Do you think him and Jake Paul kissed? I hope so. I hope that Jake Paul kissed a pedo in a zoophile.
Popular, well-connected YouTubers of all time, Shane Dawson had written 2 books titled I Hate My Selfie and It Gets Worse, both of which holding surprisingly decent reviews on Google, giving them exposure to mainstream stores.
What kind of book would like a YouTuber write? Like that always blows my mind. Like everybody's got a fucking book. Why does everyone have a goddamn book?
Such as Target.
Except for 2 weeks.
However, in June of 2020, during a time period of less than 24 hours, everything that Shane had built was put into jeopardy. Now, we should begin by stating that Shane was no stranger to controversy in the lead up to what you might call the main event. Around a year prior, in March 2019, a Twitter account by the name—
Dude, I remember when this came out, and I literally, when this came out, he was still like really popular for the what was it? Conspiracy bullshit, like that he would like, milk the shit out of. And I saw this on Twitter, and I had so many people I knew who watched him, and I was like, dude, look at this, watch this. And everyone was like, oh, he's just joking. And it took like 2 or 3 months for people to really start taking this seriously. Like, wait, what the fuck?
Name of Magician Dragon had made a post reading,
True,
I found the audio. Shane Dawson came on his cat. WTF, this was on
his
podcast.
Yeah, bro, he jerked off on his cat.
An audio clip from September 2019.
One time, I laid my cat down on her back.
Are you gonna get arrested for this?
I don't think so.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't penetrate. I laid the cat down on her back, and then
I didn't fucking penetrate. Listen to this shit already, bro. Like, I think Shane Dawson should not have animals. And do you guys know he's having a baby soon? Him and what's his husband's name? Ryson, so some shit like that. They're getting a surrogate mother or something. I think that's what it's called, surrogate mother. You know, they're gonna have a baby. Is this not terrifying? Like, I feel like that, like, someone should stop them. Onision 2.9. He was actually really good buddies with Onision back in the day. Wait, on it? Now listen, you'll see.
Move her little chicken legs, like, you know, spread open or whatever. And I was like, if I just like hump, but like on her tummy, like that's not weird. Like
that is weird. How's he gonna say if I hump my cat's tummy? That's not weird, motherfucker. That is so fucking weird. Like I like how he's so casual about it. He's like, that's not weird. I've done weirder. Don't worry. That's not fucking weird. Fucking humping your cat's tummy with your wiener, bruh. I'm about to go play in bleach. Yes, everyone get your bleach shots ready. We can all take a shot of bleach together after this in Minecraft. After this video though, let's finish the video. Ew.
And I kept going. I came all over the cat. No I was also like 19.
And he was a fucking adult. It wasn't like he was a kid. Even as a kid, bro, like that's like signs of a fucking serial killer. But like, holy shit, he fucking busted on a nut on his cat, bro. And you know, like, he has all these pets and he's been known for his pets and shit. Bro, do not let this man around your fucking animals or your kids, or just don't let this man around anyone for that matter.
So it's like, you know.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second. Did you just say you came on a cat?
Guys, I think I have to put money in the meter.
Yeah, right?
Shane would state in a video.
Dude, like, I like how no one else in the podcast was laughing or saying anything. Everyone was just like, wait a minute, what?
Podcast was to create comedy by saying the most shocking things possible.
Playing this character, this guy who's like crazy and will say anything and like tries to make people laugh by shocking them. That was my thing. That was what I did on YouTube. A lot of people now don't know that.
Also stating that the cat incident never really happened in a string of 8 different apology tweets.
I'm done.
That story was fake.
Bro, he came out and said like all these stories were fake and shit, but there's like tons of proof to back it up. And there's so many other podcasts where like he's like talking and he's saying all this shocking shit, but he actually did it in real life as well.
And based on a dumb, awful sketch idea I had years ago
but
that I never made.
That one was a sketch.
And when the opportunity came up for a funny moment in the podcast, I told it as if it was a real story, was disgusting and very, very dumb. My goal with the podcast and with my videos years ago was to tell shocking stories that will make people and scream OMG no you didn't and think I was so crazy. There's so many things I'm so proud of, but all of my offensive jokes, over the top stories and insensitive jokes are something that still haunt me and something I have to be faced with every day on the internet. And it never gets easier. So I'm sorry.
Would need therapy, bro. That cat is definitely dead. He definitely killed it and like buried it in his backyard. Like, he's definitely a fucking serial killer. There's no way.
For what I said about my cat, I'm sorry for what I said about anything or anyone that was offensive, and I'm sorry for being someone who thought being super offensive and shocking all the time was really funny. I'm sorry for my past. The biggest mistake that Shane Dawson made with this—
I mean, like, I get it. Like, you can apologize for the insensitive jokes. Like, he did the blackface, the Shanae bullshit. He did some other like racial stereotypes, and some other stereotypical things. I'm sure there's some other. I remember he used to say the F word a lot, the F slur, a lot, and shit like that. And like you can apologize for that, and like yeah, I guess you can move on. Like I don't think that's ever a person you should really trust. Be like a person of high or fucking good morals. But like fucking busting on a cat and admitting to looking up naked babies is fucking weird, and that's like I don't think you can move past that. Like no offense, like I think there's like humans can do shit that like just makes them fucked for life. Like they just like ruin their soul. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll just forever have like a dirty soul. Like they can never just move on in life because they have so much fucking like nasty shit they did. These 2 therapists, one for him and one for his therapist. And that was the craziest thing. He was doing all this weird ass shit, and he was like going to other YouTubers, like recommending them therapists and saying, "Oh, you're a sociopath, maybe." For the very beginning, he's the motherfucker who actually needed the therapist.
This apology was showing remorse for being offensive. Now we're gonna flog a dead horse here by reinforcing a point made in both the Only JS and James Charles video, but it once again applies here. If you apologize for one offensive thing that you said in the past, how long is it gonna be before people go digging and bring up every offensive thing that you said in the past? The answer to that question, which can be quoted very specifically, was 1 year and 3 months. In June 2020,
what do you
1
even
year
think of
and
that
3 months.
Shit? Well, like here's the thing. Like the cat wasn't a joke. I don't believe that's a fucking joke. The offensive and racist jokes, like I'm not saying it's ever right, but like that was just kind of a fucking thing back in the day. Like everybody was making them. Like people really forget that, and that doesn't excuse it. And like they can still be held accountable and criticized for it. But it's like I don't know why the internet was like that back then, but like I think back at it and like I saw like this one compilation of vines, like OG vines. And like they were all like racist, stereotypical as shit. Like I don't know if you guys remember like King Batch and Jerry Perp Drank. Like even they would like do like these really weird like racist vines about like black people. Like it was crazy. And like of course white people were doing it also, which is also fucking bad. And they do it towards Asian people, towards minorities, towards different sexualities and religions. Like back in the day, I don't know why, but the internet was just so fucking like just racist, I guess. A lot of dark humor back at some point. No, I don't believe that's dark humor. Everyone was like, oh, that's dark humor, that's edgy humor, and that's not true, because dark humor and edgy humor is fucking funny, and this shit is not funny. You know what I'm saying? I will always believe that. When people say, oh, you just don't like edgy or dark humor, I'm like, nah, you're just not fucking funny, and you're an asshole. That's all there is to it. You could be dark and edgy without fucking, attacking, making, being racist, homophobic, or whatever it is. Anti-Semitic, you pick your poison.
After his apology for the cat incident, Shane Dawson's audience would find more of what they deemed inappropriate content, once again requesting that he apologize. There were clips of him cosplaying both.
Yeah, and then he cosplayed the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and did like blackface, which I thought was like super fucking cringe. This is not funny. This is not dark, edgy humor. Like no one can tell me this is dark, edgy humor. It's not fucking funny.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes, it is me, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. How fly do I look?
As well as Nicki Minaj.
I'm a chocolate bunny.
Yeah, like this isn't dark, edgy humor. He's just an insensitive bitch. An unfunny, insensitive, racist batch. Not a good person.
Or at least that's what it looks like. I was trying to go for Nicki Minaj, but this is what happened.
Accompanied by various clips where Shane Dawson.
Don't do Nicki like that.
As these clips.
I'm not gonna put my nerves down, but it's a joke. It's outright harmful. I mean, like I said, like dark and edgy humor is like lost all meaning. Like especially in the fucking internet. Like people argue with me all day, like, oh, that's just not your sense of humor. Like this is my dark, edgy humor, and like you can't argue with it. Like just kind of let it go, and like dark, edgy humor to me is like, for example, and this is a small example. My senior year, my house burnt down, and I lived up in the mountains, and we just basically lost everything, some animals, and like all my childhood possessions, all my family photos just fucking gone. And I made a joke to my mom as we were fucking watching the firefighters put out what was left. I was like, I don't have to go to school for a week, right? Because like all my shit's gone. Like that's like a dark, edgy humor joke to me. Like I was just like, you know what I mean? I was taking a dark situation, and I was adding humor to it. Now, like doing blackface, it's not like adding humor to a dark situation. It's targeting a group of people and satirizing their traits, their culture, and obviously not in an accurate way, because obviously how they do blackface doesn't accurately depict people of color or whatever the fuck they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now that's really bad. Oh no.
Clips were coming to light. Further content that is audio.
I mean, you could joke about minorities. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with like, because if you don't joke about minorities, that's like exclusion. But there are appropriate jokes, and there are some that like are not jokes. You're just fucking satirizing something that's not meant to be. Yeah, I mean, it's not even facts. Like this is just like basic human knowledge that people want to ignore because it's dark, edgy humor, and this is the internet. You know what I'm fucking saying?
Audience deemed inappropriate was dug up to build a stronger case against Shane Dawson's cancellation. I don't care how old these clips are. The amount of actual predatory behavior Shane Dawson has been involved in for a decade on YouTube is disturbing. This is a conversation with a 12-year-old girl.
You have a boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Now, what did I tell you? When he says, can I put it in, you say,
No.
good. High five, girlfriend.
In addition to this, his audience would discover a
That's
clip of Shane
creepy as
acting
fuck.
inappropriately towards Willow Smith.
Yeah, and this is the big thing where people are like, he's a pedophile because he like pretended to jerk off to Willow Smith. And then I remember Jada Smith fucking like was like tweeting shit about it. This part like was really fucking weird because like I don't even fucking know what to say about this. Like it's awkward. What's up, Greg, by the way? But I don't know what else to say about it. It's such a weird fucking thing to do. What's up, Project? I don't necessarily think he's like a fucking pedophile for it. Like this. I don't know. Like, this is just weird-ass behavior. Like, I can't even explain it.
Who was the daughter of Will Smith. The Smith family, who these days are considered the biggest joke in Hollywood, would snap back again.
Wait, what? The Smith family is considered the biggest joke in Hollywood? Oh, damn. You just cringe? Yeah. Dude, I'll make a video called The Cringiest Zoophile / Pedophile. Damn. That was kind of harsh. Fuck. All the Smiths came for him? I know, I remember that. It was weird, because, like, I've never seen, like, mainstream celebrities really go after YouTubers like that. The Smiths? Yeah, he said they were, like, the biggest joke of a family in Hollywood. Like, everyone sees them as a joke in Hollywood.
Against Shane Dawson, with Jaden tweeting, "I'm screaming at the top of my lungs." This man was also doing blackface on the regular. As the youth, we need to support creators who support us and our morals. This is not okay. Whilst Willow Smith's mother, Jada Pinkett Smith, would tweet, "To Shane Dawson, I'm done with the excuses." As a response to the backlash, Shane Dawson would upload the infamous apology video titled Taking Accountability, beginning the video by stating that all of his previous apology videos.
Look how gross he looks. Why does he have, like, those sores on his neck? Bro, I don't know why. But, like, if people who engage in these behaviors, weird fucking, like, fantasies that go through their brain, it just, like, melts them as a human being and turns them into, like, some sort of odd fucking creature, dude. Dude, donuts, bro. Thank you for the fucking sub. I appreciate that, bro. What's up? A weird moisturizer? Ugh. And the kids, because they don't like Willow's music or Jaden's, like, cringe. Fucking weird. I'm not gonna lie. I like that song. Goes, wait a minute. I think that song was pretty fucking good. That's Willow Smith, right? Yeah, fucking Shane Dawson. Like, I swear he uses like chicken grease as like shampoo.
Sucked, as they had been created out of fear.
Every apology video I've ever made has been from fear. It's me sitting at home thinking the whole world hates me, and crying and hyperventilating, and then just turning on a webcam and just saying I'm sorry, and then hoping people know I'm a good person, and then it'll go away. And that is stupid.
No, but back then people really didn't like them. I think Jaden's cringe.
Not something that a 31-year-old
wow, this has been a good video.
That's not good.
The problem with this statement was that it suggested that this apology video wasn't being made out of fear when it clearly was. Shane had found himself in hot water yet again, and everything from his body language, choice of words, and tone of voice screamed of anxiety, indicating—
You know what I hate about the whole situation is August Alsina's not even that really good of a singer or rapper. Like, so mid. Like, Jada could have cheated with anybody, and she chose him. Kind of mid, in my opinion.
That he was simply trying to get rid of the drama by making a quick 20-minute video.
As the kids say,
if Shane Dawson wasn't fearful, he would have simply kept his
4 million on his last video.
Taking accountability video itself was an indication that he was in fact fearful.
Rug burn? It kind of looks like
the apology video.
It looks like he shaves without a fucking, like, he just fucking dry shaves. He just grabs the razor. The razor's like old and crusty, kind of like him. He just fucking like, what the fuck?
It began with a fake, disingenuous statement. Shane Dawson would back this up with yet another disingenuous comment, where in a video attempting to stop the decline of his career, he'd state that he thought he deserved to lose his career.
Right now is very much a time of wanting people to be accountable, wanting
it hopes for the best. We're also hoping for the best, that he slits his throat by accident in Minecraft.
I should have probably lost my career for
Minecraft.
I'm willing to lose everything. I don't ever want you to feel like I'm forcing you.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Looks like he's wearing the same t-shirt
he certainly
that he started with
Shane
too.
would lose 1 million subscribers over the course of a month. Monetization was removed from his channel entirely, while Target announced that they were in the—
I mean, like, there was nothing wrong with enjoying Shane's content, you know, post like 2019 to 2020. Like, he was making decent content, entertaining conspiracy videos, but like, you know, that's what I'm telling you. Like, and Shane Dawson is not unique in this at all. There are so many like YouTubers today who, like, and Shane Dawson really, you know, started doing that. You know, you know, a lot of more like social activism, and so that's what brought all these things up. You know, like, all these people are so like getting so socially active and talking about all these really serious points about, you know, our society and politics or whatever it is. And I just think it's so hypocritical, because I remember all these YouTubers back in the day acting like fuckwads. He literally has 4 shirts. He probably has more. He just wears the same one. 4 things with $50. Put it back. Same stuff for like 35.
process of removing
That was
both
random.
of Shane's books from their shelves. Shortly thereafter, Shane would take to Twitter in a post reading, "I deleted everything, I'm done. For those who wanted me to address it, I did. I'm sure you can find it reposted somewhere. I don't want this energy in my life or on my timeline. I'm too sensitive for this shit and I'm done."
But he wasn't worried about, being sensitive to people when he made his jokes. He's only worried about when people are attacking him. That's when it's okay to be sensitive. Like, oh, I'm sensitive. So are some other people. Nah, you're good, Jacob. I thought like it had something to do with this video, and I was confused.
Beginning what would become the first reason behind why his eventual return to YouTube was unsuccessful.
What
He
up,
didn't
secretly?
return to the platform in a timely manner. Whilst on break, Shane Dawson stated that he wasn't going to abandon his channel after 15 years of creating. However, this didn't exactly align with his upload schedule. 3 months went by, then 6 months, then 12 months without an upload from Shane Dawson.
They get caught
the problem
doing
with
shit.
YouTube is people simply move on so damn quickly. Everyone knows that it doesn't take 12 months to make
video
one
reminded me
video,
of
so when
it.
a channel goes 12 months without uploading, the assumption from the audience is that you're not committed and are therefore not worth following. It didn't help that there were videos such as this one which continue to state that Shane Dawson's comeback is actually not well.
Is that a video of him making out with the dog? I mean, a picture of him making out with the dog right there? Yeah, like I said, there's so many disgusting clips. Like, I could look up a Shane Dawson exposed like video, like, or just like a compilation of clips of just fucking weird and degenerate and fucked up shit he's done, and I probably couldn't even play it on stream and think people are going to be okay, are going to ask you to address it, fucking creep. I mean, like I said, the racist bullshit, like the racist jokes, the blackface, not fucking okay ever. But like, you could apologize about that and just shut the fuck up and not be a racist piece of shit anymore. And you're never really going to move on from that. Like, once you do that on the internet, like, it's just a fact. Like, it's going to follow you around. And that's what you kind of deserve. That's a fucking consequence of your actions. You're going to be labeled a racist. You're going to lose, followers and money, etc. But like, being a fucking pedophile and like coming on a cat, being a zoophile and a pedophile, that's like once you commit those acts, you can't really change from that. Like, you're just fucked. Like, don't come back. Trying to be edgy. This is how he actually was. Exactly. Like, I don't sense like an edgy kind of humor. I just think like a fucked up freak, like acting out his fantasies and all these weird jokes that only he thinks are funny, and like the other freaks who like him. And now I'll also say this: back when this was happening, people like this type of content. I never liked fucking Shane Dawson back in the day. And the people I did watch, I'm not gonna lie, were super fucking offensive too. But like I said, the internet was so different back then that you could get away with it.
Welcome.
So people did
However,
it.
Considering over a year had passed, many felt as though Shane had learnt from his mistakes and should be welcomed back.
Anybody with a fucking profile picture like that, you shouldn't listen to. Anybody whose profile picture is like a dog filter or like the devil horns filter from Snapchat, that's just a red flag that they're not all there. Their brain might be like a fucking cookout milkshake at this point.
Back onto the platform, yet with some
That'd be good right now, bro.
He wouldn't be able to achieve as much success as he had previously. Shane will get a lot of positive and negative attention. We likely won't know what state his career will be in for several uploads after his return. Regardless, I don't think he'll be anywhere close to his previous
doing the Nazi salute. I mean, you can look at PewDiePie, and PewDiePie is the biggest individual YouTuber right now. Now you're good. You can lurk. That's a name. But PewDiePie is one of the fucking biggest YouTubers who owns, like, he's the biggest YouTuber who owns this account personally. There's Cocomelon and T-Series are the only bigger YouTube, like, subscribed YouTube accounts. And PewDiePie once made a YouTube video, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't find it super offensive to me, because I think PewDiePie did do some racist shit, like when he said the N-word while he was playing PUBG. That was obviously not okay. But some of his old jokes, he made plenty of Nazi jokes. He dressed up in a Nazi uniform once for one of his videos. He did Heil Hitler's in his videos. And he also went on Fiverr, and he was paying people $5 to just do, like, he was going to see, like, so if you know what Fiverr is a website where you can pay people who sign up for the website $5, and they'll make a short video doing whatever you say. And he was seeing how far people would go to fucking, do this. So he was like making them do crazy things. Like, one was like, for example, like, fucking throw your toaster out the window. He's just, doing these insane requests. And one of the requests he had for these two guys was write on a sign, "Death to all Jews," and start, like, dancing around and waving it around. And they did it. And he included it in the video. You know what I mean? And, like, it was a distasteful joke for the most part. But, like, at the same time, like, it could be considered dark humor, in my opinion, there. Yeah, I remember that with the kids. Yeah, and I don't blame the kids. The kids were like in India or something. So, like the kids didn't get any flack. They're probably like the $5 is a lot for them. Because a lot of these people on there were really just poor people in like third world countries, you know. That's what I think the story was for the most part. Welcome in, Elise. It's good to see everyone. What's up, Junior? Good to fucking see everyone. I remember that. Yeah, and it was fucked. And like I said, PewDiePie definitely had some distasteful jokes, but I think he had a better way of using dark humor. There was a joke about it. It wasn't just like a skit satirizing somebody or a culture or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Success, if not ever, for a long time. This comment's theory will be put to test on the 8th of October 2021, when Shane Dawson will return to the platform after 16 months away.
I mean, everybody's got labeled. Everybody gets labeled nowadays on social media one way or the other.
The drama was still having an effect on him almost a year and a half later.
You're good, Elise. During my break. Kidding, I didn't learn anything.
Did he just say he didn't learn anything? He didn't learn how to shower, that's for sure. He's still really greasy. He didn't learn to shave his neck. Look at this putrid red chest hair. Just fucking growing up his body like he's some sort of red troll. Just like fucking, you know, screeching out of his shirt. I think if you have nasty, greasy chest hair, you probably shouldn't wear V-necks. Or maybe his shirt's just getting so old and nasty, it's just sagging. He has no neck. I mean, I think it's the beard, you know, that gives him the no neck vibe. I mean, I don't know about PewDiePie doing that, but maybe a particular individual, I don't know.
No, I learned a lot about myself. Hi.
Which is what made his return video so utterly terrible.
We say I'm sorry.
Yes, we do.
We make mistakes.
Dude, is this video worse than the Sienna May return video or no?
Yes, we do. I'll get to that.
His audience had given him over 16 months to move on from the drama. Then, upon returning, he spends around half an hour showing that, even after all this time had passed, it was still plaguing his mind.
I definitely feel ashamed and embarrassed and horrified over a lot of this stuff.
Here was even the, is this supposed to be? If you don't know, you'll just have to rewind and catch up later. Like he was a YouTuber. He's one of the biggest YouTubers. We forgive quickly. No. But here's the thing. So like I think personally, and I don't know about you, but like if you do something so fucking heinous on the internet, like I think the only thing you can do to truly like show people you're sorry. No, he's not James Charles X. All right. Anyways, not even close. But anyways, if you do some heinous shit on the fucking internet, like the best thing to do is leave. You know what I mean? Like the best thing to do is, you know, walk away and not fucking have to worry about it. Shane was massive like 12 years ago. Not even. 2018 to 2020, he was, they said like, you know, he's pulling 40 million views a month, and it put him as like the top, he was in like the top 100 personal YouTubers as far as views. He was doing, I don't know if you guys remember, he was doing fucking amazing with Jeffree Star in the makeup series and the Jake Paul series and the conspiracy series. He was really fucking killing it right before he got canceled. You know, and I put that in air brackets because he's already back doing like 4 million views per video. Holy shit, Matt. Bro, holy fuck. God damn, bro. Thank you for the fucking 5. Holy shit. I appreciate the fuck out of that, dude. Remind me to change the sub goal for this video, bro. Fucking killed it already. Good fucking shit. Thank you, Matt. How are you, man?
Started old clips and stuff that started coming out. I'm very, very, very.
What a surprise. He did a collab with Jake Paul where he basically like he tried to make Jake Paul seem likable and exonerate him and be like, oh, you know, he's a misunderstood fuckwad basically, and it came off very off-putting. But like this series was really fucking popular, dude. Thank you so fucking much, Matt. I really fucking appreciate that shit.
Disconnected from the person that I was in my early 20s. To a point where when I see that person, it makes me feel really sad and sick to my stomach.
Additionally, in this return video, there were so many examples of Shane's complete lack of commitment
I'm not
to
a
the
Jake
channel.
Paul fan
For example,
either.
he thought it was quirky and funny how he hadn't put in any effort over the last 2 years.
I don't know how to do that.
Bro, pedophiles don't shower rain. The heads up. That's why he's so gross and greasy. I feel like he eats KFC every day, but when he does eat the KFC, he goes into the bucket with his bare hands, just blah, 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 and just like gets it all over him in his shirt and his house. I bet that house smells wild, bro.
Look at this. I haven't filmed a video in almost 2 years.
No.
Anyways, hi.
KFC is good. Oh, I'm not denying it, but you don't want KFC grease. You don't want to be covered in a film of KFC grease now, do you?
Out his former hard-working lifestyle for a more relaxed, lazier existence.
Look, oh my god, it's so cute out there. Well, we'll go out there later.
Finger licking.
Paddle boat.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's like weird, but like new me.
With all this in mind, it's hardly surprising to notice
Ew, that's a creepy backyard.
Has also declined dramatically.
It's a dreadful thing to sit and watch, featuring endless conversations that never go anywhere, an announcement for Shane's podcast that already feels
Motherfucker, I'm so sick of seeing every goddamn person making a fucking podcast. Jesus fucking Christ. Hair bothers me. It's like he aged 20 years in sin. That lake is disgusting. I think it was a pond. I think it was like a pond he dug himself. Bro, I don't know why, like, these boring-ass fucking, like, middle-aged men. Not middle-aged, I'm fucking exaggerating. I'll fucking walk that back. These fucking men who look like they're middle-aged are making these goddamn podcasts. They are so fucking boring, dude. Literally, they're like a dime a dozen. They're all the fucking same. There are like 4 or 5 podcasts out right now that probably stand out from other ones that I would say are good. And nowadays, like, streaming is basically fucking podcasting. Like, no one really fucking, like, what's the fucking difference? Like, I'm basically podcasting right now, just talking to a live chat. Like, fuck, dude, it's so fucking cringe. Some podcasts are funny. Yeah, no, there are some good podcasts out there. But I'm saying as far as, like, influencer podcasts, like the Shane Dawson podcast, you know, Impulsive, the Ace family has a podcast. Like, everyone's got a goddamn podcast. It's annoying. Like, I want to make a podcast, but, like, fuck, I'm one of those people. I'm such a hypocrite. I'm gonna shut up now. Because I want to make a podcast with Ben. For what is cynicalul podcast? Okay, I gotta say saying podcast, because this is fucking starting to fuck with my head. But is Logan Paul. No more saying that word, alright? Let's move on.
Feels low effort, and the exhausting sense of humor of a creator who thinks that every uninteresting little video he parts out is worthy
some
of being
podcasts
built
are good
up by teasers and trailers like it's a new Conjuring movie. I'm baffled that this is making it to number 4 on YouTube's trending page.
The title of this video explains the feeling most
That guy's
accurately.
makeup is
Something
pretty
about
dope.
The content just feels a bit tired
Pretty
and
sick.
bland. It's certainly less captivating.
But
Perhaps
this-
it's now harder for him to access the individual.
He went to Jake Paul's house and he's like, oh, I see why you harassed your neighbors and beat your ex-girlfriend. It's because people just misunderstand you and, like, they just don't really get the real Jake, but I see through all the bullshit. Like, it was, like, such a weird, like, video where it's, like, almost, like, trying to exonerate all the fucking shitty things Jake Paul did at the time. Jake Paul looks zesty there. Hey, nothing wrong with looking a little zesty. Does he have a mannequin dabbing? Okay, that's fucking cringe. You know, he had this custom made. He's like, yo, I need to order a mannequin that dabs. That's another level of douchiness, bro. Like, that's like meta douche shit. When your fucking mannequins in your house, like, rocking your own merch are dabbing.
Who added spice to his documentaries, such
hey,
as
nothing wrong with a little
Jake
zesty.
Paul. He still seems to be on pretty reasonable terms with Jeffree Star, being seen in a paparazzi video with him from a couple of months ago. However,
well, like, I don't know a lot about Jeffree Star. I know he's a shitbag, a scumbag. I don't know what's the extent of it. I've never, like, the only, you guys know I'm like a fucking historian when it comes to internet drama. So I know a lot about internet drama, but I don't know a lot about the fucking beauty industry drama. The only thing I really kept up with and, like, looked into was the Shane Dawson shit, the Trisha Paytas shit, but Trisha Paytas later on when she got involved with Ethan Klein. That's when I kind of looked into her to see what a fucking weirdo she is. So, like, I know there's a huge drama between Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, James Charles, and this Tati Wesley? I don't know. West or something. Westbrook. Yes, that's it. Fucking Westbrook. I think Jeffree Star keeps his stuff private. Ew, Trisha Paytas. I'm not a fan of Trisha Star, but the man's makeup does work. I mean, like I said, I'm sure people who are shitty can make decent products. Unfortunately. I mean, look at fucking Amazon.
It's probably safe to assume that Shane Dawson is gonna have a tougher time getting new influencers in his documentaries,
he did collabs
given
with
his new status as
a
a controversial YouTuber. Shane's confidence for his channel appears to have
What
declined
is
a fair bit as well.
What is that? Bot F? The closet bot. Is that a makeup brand? And the other pedo? I don't know what that means. Jeffree Star as a scene kid back in the day. Jesus.
Community posts he stated, "To be honest, I've been feeling really indecisive the last few months about everything I do, and I second guess everything. I used to be so sure about my choices when it came to creative stuff, and now I'm just not for some reason. It's been a struggle."
Probably because your old creative stuff was racist and offensive and whatever the fuck else, you know, zoophile, pedophilic, blood on the dance floor. Oh, I don't fucking ever know fucking nations and shit. But like, holy fuck. Like, what do you mean? No wonder you don't feel like secure in what you're making, because you thought that shit was okay before. Like, he legitimately thought it was okay to be a zoophile. So yeah, of course he's gonna feel like indecisive about what to fucking post. He's like, do I post a pedophilic video today, or maybe another video about me humping my cat? Like, he's like, oh, which to do? Ban used lightly. I think EDP still. Yeah, I mean, dude, pedophiles get jobs. Believe it or not, like when pedophiles get out of jail, they do get jobs. It's definitely harder, but they get jobs. But EDP never went to jail, unfortunately.
And I'm just trying to get back to feeling confident with that
just
stuff
took me
again.
back.
Also requesting that his audience provide ideas for his next main channel video, which is kind of innocuous and could have simply been a fish for engagement, but still kind of feels like he's lacking confidence in the realm of idea creation. To be fair to Shane, he's been hosting a podcast on his second channel, Shane 2, which has been performing surprisingly well. And
what the fuck? Bro, that's what I'm saying. No one ever truly gets canceled. Like, yeah, it's like a fraction of what he used to fucking have, but holy shit. What the fuck? On EDP, things that pedo and stuff, so he gets fired. Listen to Sexting, the song Jeffree made. Oh god, that sounds like a fucking terrible song. Sexting.
At around 1 million views per episode. However, the same can't really be said for the main channel. His most recent video from 2 months ago currently sits at around 2.7 million views, which is slightly below his post-return average of around 4 million per episode.
Jesus.
Both of these numbers are
he
in stark
also was
contrast
good
to
buddies
his
with
average from
Tana
a few years ago
Mojo.
of
You guys
between
know
20 and 40 million
bullshit
views
about
per
her.
episode, which if compared to his average viewership per month of around 7 million, we can see that it now takes Shane Dawson 3 months to achieve the same amount of views as he would receive in only one video from before.
That's crazy. It takes him 3 months to get the same amount of views he used to get from one fucking video. I mean, that's a huge fall off. Don't get me wrong, but like, dude, people still make like crazy. Him and James Charles both, bro. Fucking wild. Anyways, guys, yeah, Shane Dawson, piece of fucking shit. Fuck that guy. It's kind of crazy people like this come back, but I'll be honest, guys, to wrap this up. I think there will be a time where our society, maybe not society, like this is obviously internet, but you know, this could be like a greater thing because everyone's always so connected to their fucking social media. I think there will be a point in time where like forgiving a pedophile won't be like accepted, but like it'll be normalized. Like they'll be like, oh yeah, that guy was a pedophile, and like they will slowly be able to like slip their way back into communities and back into what they were doing online, at least, because like the EDP thing that Junior brought up, like he didn't get caught by the police. He got caught by some people online who catch pedophiles, and they provided legitimate proof, and you know they caught it on camera and everything, but the police could not use it, and so therefore like he didn't go to jail. He's not on a registry, but everyone on the internet knows he's a pedophile. But yet he still can get millions of views on videos. He has millions of views on TikTok and everything else, and people are just slowly like, well, what are we gonna do? We can't do anything about it. TikTok's not taking action. YouTube won't take action. And a lot of these celebrities, you can't really nail them down for this stuff. Like, it's been a long time, or, you know, it's just not enough information out there. Yeah, he's got a lot of social media. Not sure about that. I think people are more aware about these problems now than before. I honestly think it's getting worse. Like, there are plenty of people. This guy named Minilad, who was a fucking terrible fucking person. He's come back. Like I said, EDP's come back and all get banned. Nah, it's only the YouTube accounts. Nah, he's still got an Instagram. He's still got a TikTok. He's got his names are different on all the accounts now. He's still got a YouTube channel. I checked it. It's at 70,000 subs. He changed the name on all of them, and he's shadow banned, so it's kind of hard to find him. But I think his name on YouTube is like this now. This is his new account. Yeah, it's like hard to find his account, but I found a link for it. And that's how I made my YouTube video. It was hard to fucking find. Yeah, it's like all these videos, like there'll be like these random spam accounts like this that'll pop up, and they may or may not be him, whatever. But his TikTok is still up. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. I don't think I can show his TikTok on because there's some weird shit on it. Fuck his TikTok. I'm still salty. The Instagram account we watched to make fun of the fuckboys got banned. That's so sad. Let me see if he's still on here. Yeah, he's still on TikTok. Found it. He's got 300,000 followers, and all his videos have like 50,000 views and up. Some of them are like 1.6 million, 2 million, 8 million. Yeah, he's fucking popping on TikTok, bro.
Oh man, how the fuck can you go 65? Ooh.
Like here, I can show this one. But why the hell do people go follow him? Because people forgive him. I'm not kidding. I found so many comments. Look at this. I love your content, EDP. I support you. Please respond. And some of these are trolls. Yo, what up, bro? I miss your videos. Fly Eagles Fly, not facts. Look at this. Look at the comments. You're the best. We miss you. I don't think like people accept pedophiles, but they're definitely gonna forgive them, and they're gonna live on the outskirts of society. I don't think they'll ever be like back to normal, upstanding members of communities. But thank you, Maddie. What up, Tori? It's good to see you.
Man, how the fuck can you go 65 years, over 65 years, without washing your motherfucking ass? I'd go a single motherfucking day. The most I could go is a single fucking day. And trust me, by fucking midnight, my black...
Like what the fuck is he talking about? Why does he have, like, this goofy TikTok filter?
What it is, man. So, I'm over here watching Law & Order, Special Victims Unit, right?
He's talking about Law & Order Special Victims Unit. And, of course, on this one, the comments are turned off. He used to watch his teeth. Of course, the comments are turned off on this. That's funny.
Listen, motherfucker. If you voted for Joe Biden, don't bitch about the gas prices being the way.
Bro, he actually thinks the president has anything to do with the gas prices. He's one of those. But if you guys want to see more about EDP in a funny manner, in some of his social medias, I have them all in this video right here. You guys can check it out sometime after stream. It's actually one of my best videos. It's got fucking almost 600 views. So it did really fucking well. Alright guys, we've reached our first hour of stream, so that means we're gonna take our first hour break, so go grab a drink, go grab a snack. We're gonna come back and play some fucking video games. Yeah, that's all the YouTube content I have for today. By the way, guys, tomorrow is the charity streams. Got a lot of games and giveaways fucking going on tomorrow. So definitely come out, do what you can. If you can't do anything, just come hang out. We're gonna have a fucking great time. There'll be like a game show, all kinds of crazy shit. Yes, gaming. What game? I'll fucking see. I'm not sure yet. I'll be right back, guys. Let me get a good song for you guys. Oh, this is the... Oh, this is good. It always puts me in the mood. Kind of funny considering the situation. Yeah, seeing that he'd be one of the people on the Special Victims Unit. Alright, guys, I'll be right fucking back. Thank you guys for hanging out.